This is a 2014 Lincoln MKS. It's got all-wheel drive, and today we're going to review it. Hey folks, I'm Rob.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are Two Guys in a Ride. And say, Nate, what are we taking a look at today?
Hey, today we're taking a look at my 2014 Lincoln MKS with all-wheel drive.
That's right, but before we do, if you want to keep up to date with all the new cars, trucks, and SUVs, and you want to know how to work all the technology that's built into them, and you like cool collector car stories,
take a moment to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification up above so you never miss a video.
That's right. So, what do you say, Nate?
Hey, let's go for a ride.
All right.
Well, today we are out in my 2014 Lincoln MKS.
Well, you know, the cool thing about it, Nathan, is that this is a darn good deal for a used car. So
yep.
we really wanted to highlight that, and you actually bought this car used, and you've been extremely happy with it.
Yeah.
And you know, that's one of the things, especially right now with the whole virus thing going on. Our choices are limited. We're not wanting to burden our dealerships. So over the next few weeks, we're going to do a couple of our own personal cars and just show you some of the good used car bargains that are out there.
So, you know, the car rides really nice. Yeah. It's well insulated. There is a little bit of tire noise you can hear at higher speeds, but the ride is very nice. It's plush. This car was a base model, and then they threw every option into it.
Huh.
So the seats, for instance, are very comfortable. They're both 16-way power. There's 3 different lumbars, and it's a massaging seat. And both passenger and driver have the same exact setup. It's low enough for the ground that it's easy, very easy to get in and out. The doors are wide. You know, the back seat is large. It's comfortable. This car happens to have heated rear seats.
Yes.
In terms of the controls, this has voice command on it. So I can run the climate control, stereo, and navigation. And all from voice command.
And calling phone?
Oh yes,
yeah.
And absolutely phone.
Yeah.
Now this is the Sync. I believe it's called Sync 1. It was the first version of Sync.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's been updated. We've run several updates through it, but it doesn't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. But it has excellent Bluetooth connection, and we stream all the time through here. And we also have, it has Sirius XM satellite. So we have that on here, and that works really good. It comes with navigation, but everything's very easy to get to. The point is, voice command does most everything, and if not, you've got multiple steering controls, our controls on your steering wheel to use, and then you can get to the touchscreen if you want. Talk about easy to park. This has front and rear parking sensors, and it does have a rear view backup camera with Dynamics local guidelines. It also does have park assist. But overall, just really pleasant car. We absolutely love it. Have had 0 problems with it. So, time to let Rob drive. Okay. See what he thinks.
All right. Okay, my turn, and we're going to test the acceleration. Oh yeah. Very nice. And I like it. It's just enough growl too that you can hear it. It's not intrusive, but it's just enough to remind you, yeah, you just put your foot to the floor. That's a good growl. I like it. You know, interior quietness. You might hear some bumps coming through on the audio, but we're in Minnesota and our roads are horrible. So it's not the car. Any car would make any noise going over these rough strips. So it is what it is. Interior fit and finish, you know, it's right up there on par with cars that are new this year in 2020. I mean, this is a 6-year-old car. And the materials are the fit and the finish. You've got the leather seats. You've got the nice grained covering on the dashboard as well. You've got nice cushioned areas. And I like the colors. I like the color combination. You've got the wood veneers. You've got all the nice chrome, everything in here. Really sharp looking, very nice fit and finish. And we're gonna go again. Here we go. Oh. Boy, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow. So anyway, so because of the acceleration, we got lots also of safety features, and Nathan alluded to some of those earlier. You've got the adaptive cruise, you got the lane keeping, you have the backup sensors, you have the cross traffic alert, so many others, and I'll cover those in my review as well. So up next, my exterior review. I got it right that time, Nate. Nathan's interior review, and later we're also going to cut an extra video that's going to show you, Nathan will show you in depth how to use this multifaceted, in-depth review of the infotainment screen and the driver's infotainment information screen, with all the information that you're able to gather from these two screens and all the information this car will show you. So don't go away, keep watching. The Lincoln MKS is a full-size luxury sedan that was manufactured and marketed by the Lincoln subdivision of Ford from 2009 to 2016. With the discontinuation of the Lincoln Town Car in 2011, the MKS at 205.6 inches in length became the largest production sedan sold by an American automaker through 2016. The Lincoln MKS was discontinued after the 2016 model year and replaced by the new Lincoln Continental. You can see our review of the new Continental by clicking on the link above. This is a 2014 Lincoln MKS all-wheel drive, presented here in Kodiak Brown Metallic with Ivory leather interior. Base MSRP when new was $40,845. Now this car is powered by a 3.7 liter V6 producing 304 horsepower with 279 foot-pound of torque, and is driven by a SelectShift 6-speed automatic with manual mode, and as I said, it has all-wheel drive. Now out front, I really do like this creased sloping hood that leads to the split wing front grille. And you also see you do have the body colored bumpers with parking sensors. And I like the chrome strips along the bottom fascia grille as well. And this does also have adaptive xenon headlights, automatic high beam headlights, and fog lights. Up top you see there are rain sensing wipers, and this does have the forward facing camera that works with the lane mitigation system. Let's take a look around the side. Okay, along the side we have these beautiful 20-inch wheels, and they are wrapped in P245 45 VR20 all-season tires. This vehicle also does have, of course, four-wheel anti-lock brakes and four-wheel disc with 13.9-inch front rotors and 13.6-inch rear rotors. Now up front, it is a McPherson strut suspension, and it has 26mm stabilizer bar. And out back, you have the multi-link coil-over shock rear suspension, and the vehicle does have continuously controlled damping. Now, I really do like this black rocker panel molding down below with the chrome insert, and I like the Lincoln badging here on the side as well. And you can see it does have the beautiful chrome insert on the door handles. This also has the keyless entry and ignition, and you do have this touch keyless pad. It also has the power driver side auto dimming and power folding side mirrors, and they also do have puddle lights as well. I like the chrome window trim along with the chrome belt line trim, and it does have a panoramic sunroof. Now let's take a look out back. Okay, out back it does have the dual stainless exhaust outlets. You do have the rear parking sensors, has the body colored rear bumper, has a backup camera, and you do have LED lights and an integrated trunk spoiler. I really do like that. Then thank you, Nathan, for popping it for me. Trunk capacity is 19.2 cubic feet. That's huge. Wow. Put a lot of Jimmy Hoffas in there. So anyway, some of the safety features on this MKS are adaptive cruise control. It does have lane keeping assist alert, advanced track electronic stability control, and as I mentioned before, it does have ABS and driveline traction control, being again that it's all-wheel drive. It also does have the blind spot information system. It has side impact beams in the doors. It has driver and passenger seat mounted airbags, along with dual stage driver and passenger front airbags. And it also again does have first and second row airbags as well, and cross traffic alert, plus loads more of technology. Now, a couple of the packages on this particular car are the technology package, and that includes items such as the brake assist, the collision warning system, the collision mitigation, and also has adaptive cruise control, and as I said a few minutes ago, lane departure warning system and parking assist. One of the other cool features that I like, one of my favorite ones of course, is the cold weather package, because we're in Minnesota. You might not need this down south, but we certainly appreciate that. It has heated rear seats, and my hands down favorite, the heated steering wheel. Let's talk about the dimensions. Okay, dimensions. The front track is 64.9 inches, the rear track 65.1 inches. It's max width without the mirrors. Again, I hate that dimension, but 75.9 inches. This has a wheelbase of 112.9 inches, has an overall height of 61.6 inches, and an overall length of 205.6 inches. Its curb weight, 4,479 pounds, has a turning diameter of 39.4 feet, has a trunk capacity of 19 gallons, and it's capable of towing up to 1,000 pounds. Now, on our spade scale, safety being first as it should be. Well, in government crash test, the MKS earned a top 5-star rating for overall performance, with 5 out of 5 stars being given for overall front impact protection and overall side impact protection. In Insurance Institute for Highway Safety testing, the MKS earned a top rating of good for its safety in moderate overlap front offset side impact and roof strength testing. Okay, performance, 0 to 60, 6.5 seconds, and the quarter mile in 14.8 seconds at 95.4 miles per hour. Braking, 60 to 0, 112 feet. Now, on its appearance, well, the vehicle's captivating style takes cues from modern architecture, and the finished product embodies excellence in motion, inside and out. Each line has a distinct purpose. They are artistic, but also athletic. And now, dependability. Bumper to bumper warranty, 48 months, 50,000 miles. Powertrain, 72 months, 70,000 miles. And roadside assistance, unlimited months, unlimited miles. And finally, economy. EPA city rating of 18, EPA highway rating of 26, with an overall combined fuel economy rating for the all-wheel drive of 21 miles per gallon. So now it's time to check in with Nathan as he shows us the interior and all the technology built into this 2014 Lincoln MKS. If you haven't already done so, please take a second to click those like and subscribe buttons down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep watching. Over to you, Nate.
I like the color combination. Rob had mentioned this before, but I really like this color combination here, and you get this nice separating chrome strip here. And then down here you've got auto up and down, all 4 windows, and you got a window lockout, and then you've got your power mirror controls right here. Up here you do have your unlock and lock buttons, and then a 3-person memory setting, which will include your seat, your mirrors, and your pedals and the steering wheel. All right, so when we come down here, one of the things I really like here, it doesn't light up, but it does say Lincoln right on the chrome seal strip right there. Now, on the seat, both seats are exactly the same. You can see the little wear and tear here. It's 2014, so I've got a little wear and tear right there on the seat. But this is a 16-way power seat. So you've got forwards, backwards. You can tilt just the front up and down. You can tilt the back back and forth. Then you've got 3-position lumbar. Okay, you've got a lower back, a middle back, and an upper back. And then you can, of course, increase and decrease each of the lumbars, and they will hold, so you can set each one separately. And then it's a massaging seat, so you can massage the bottom cushion, or you can have the massage work in the back. They are also heated and air conditioned. So they're not ventilated, they're actually a separate air conditioner system built in that runs the compressor for the seats. All right. Now, moving on over here, this came with WeatherTech floor mats, and that was added by the former owner. You could have ordered Lincoln's, but these came with WeatherTech, front and rear. Okay, you've got your, of course, a push on and off emergency brake, your trunk release, and then, of course, your movable pedals. Now, up here, I like how Lincoln did this. This is your pedal adjustment right here, and then this is your power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. I like it, the all controls right here. Usually we see the feet controls over here on the dashboard, and I like that. Okay, this does have auto lights. It has auto high beam and low beam, and then of course fog lights as well. This button here is to adjust the brightness of your driver's information screen, and then you have a trunk release button here. All right, let's step in. All right, so on the steering wheel, this side controls this information screen, and these arrows control the second information screen on the right. And then on the bottom left over here, this is all the adaptive cruise control buttons. Over here on the right is your media and your phone on or off right here. Okay, you also do have the paddle shifters on either side. And then in the dashboard, of course, you've got multiple different screens you can go through on this side. And this side controls your entertainment, phone, navigation, and climate. Okay, in addition to that, this has voice command. That's this little button down here. All right, moving on over to the center stack here, the infotainment screen. Basically, the way it's set up is it's got, on the home screen, there are 4. So this is phone, this is your media, this is your climate, and then this is your navigation. And then in addition to that, you got outdoor temperature and a clock display up there. You can see I've changed my picture to a photo of the car itself, but there's many a couple that you can choose from that come with the car. All right. It is a Sync 1 system, so there is no Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, but there is a good Bluetooth connection, which we use all the time. It is a 16-speaker, 600-watt THX premium sound system, and it sounds awesome, and including a subwoofer. All right, down here has something, again, you don't see very often. It has a single disc CD player. And then you do have a few physical controls right here. So you do have a seek back and forth. You've got a tune button for the radio. This is a sliding function for volume. You've got a power button here. And then as far as the climate controls go, this is a dual zone auto climate control. And you've got driver temperature setting, passenger setting, and then your sync, or Ford sometimes calls it dual, is just right there. And I like it that they leave that as a physical button. And then down here, of course, you've got your normal auto climate control features, including a power button and a fan speed. You can access the climate control here, and one of the things I like, the seats are heated and cooled, and the steering wheel is heated, but all those buttons are right here, and if I push on them, okay, then it goes to a second screen, and then I can access all those different features right here. Can't put them on at the same time, but I can definitely have them on. All right, now I'm gonna turn that off before I roast. There we go. That's really nice in the winter. Okay, and then you have some redundant controls that show up over here. All right, and down here you just have a nice felt covered storage area. There's no plugins or anything, but it's nice to just simply, you know, you can plop your phone in there if you want. It sticks out a little bit, but while you're driving, it's a nice little area. Or you can put whatever you want in there. Down here you've got two buttons. This is your lane keeping assist. This is your auto park assist right here. And then this, of course, does close, but you've got another 12-volt outlet down here. And the only thing that doesn't work on this car is the rear auto shade, but that is the button for it. And then it raises a shade in the rear window. Of course, typical shift right here, straight down, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then sport. And then you've got two nice cup holders down here, one a little smaller, one a little larger. Okay, and that of course does have its own cover as well. Now, moving back to the armrest, it kind of looks like it's split right here, and it's not. It is actually just two different armrests. Down inside, you just pull a little lever there, pull it up, and you have got two USB ports that not only charge, but also connect you to the sync system directly. You've got the SD card slot that in this car it's used for navigation. If you didn't have navigation, you could use that as an extra music source. Then you have a 12-volt outlet that's also right next to that. Lincoln for a couple years, and Ford as well, would put these RCE plugins in. They don't work for anything right now, but they're, and then you've got a nice felt covered storage that goes, you know, it's about that deep, so it's fairly adequate. It's not real super large, but it works well for holding CDs and other, you know, your earmuffs or whatever you have. Okay, now over here, glove compartment. Apologize, it is a little full. Okay, but it's a nice big compartment. It is dampened opening, and it's all entirely felt covered. Okay, it's also got a little light in there. If you, a lot of cars with keyless start have a place to store the key. That's right over there. All right, moving on up. You've got an automatic dimming rear view mirror. This car did have the optional panoramic sunroof. So you've got a shade here button that opens and closes, and the shade is a one touch. So you just touch it and it goes halfway back, touch it again, it goes all the way back past the passengers. It opens, slides open, or you can tilt it open. The lights, okay, they just are just a push on or off, and then you've got a sunglass storage up here. The home link buttons are up here on the driver's side sun visor, and it's got a little storage area right here for like your insurance card. And then they are, of course, backlit on both sides, and they are tilting and telescoping as well. The microphone for the voice command system is built in right in here. This car has just multiple airbags, so there are side airbags on either side, as well as the seats having airbags. All right, let's step in the rear. Stepping into the second row, I like this area, and I'll show you a couple of things I really like about it. But the door, again, you got your auto up and down window switch. You got your part of your two of your speakers here for your 16 speaker sound system. You got the nice chrome accents in the two different colors, and then the wood grain in the door. All right, so stepping in, just very easy. Now the driver's seat is exactly where I left it. Okay, I have got close to somewhere between 3 and 4 inches. Okay, I'm sitting a little bit of a slant. If I go even, I'm getting, you know, 3.5, 4 inches of space. One of the things I like about this car is I like when seats come up and meet your leg, and this does that. It also extends, you know, quite a ways out, so it's like almost to the inside of my knee, which I really, really like. And then again, of course, you see the floor mats that we have in here. And these are again WeatherTech. Lincoln did sell a set of floor mats, but this one came with the WeatherTech ones. Both seats have pocket storage in them, and then back here you've got your vents for the climate system. You've got 2-stage heated seats right here, And then this is an interesting design, but this is just a 12-volt outlet. Now, you'll notice a little bit, right, especially right here in my finger where this blue light is coming. So this car has interior lighting, and it lights up down here. It lights up on the inside of the door handles. It lights up down in here. Lights underneath the dash, lights underneath the seats. I mean, they're all over the place. So it's really cool, and there's just a ton of colors you can pick from. Now, the seat themselves, I like this armrest. This is the second thing I really like besides the height and the length of the bottom of the seat. I like when the armrests are up a little bit, so it's very comfortable for my arm, along with the armrest on the door. Of course, I have dual cup holders, and then you do have a little bit of storage underneath here. You've got two trays. You got one that's a little bit deeper, and then you've got one that's a little bit more shallow. Then, of course, there's the pass-through to the rear trunk right here, which just opens right up. It's a big spot, so you can store and reach in and get things if you need to. And then you've got the lighting on either side, the grab handles, and then in the back are a couple more of your speakers. So, but overall, just a very, very comfortable car. My headroom here, that, you know, about 2 inches of headroom, okay, and then you have nice headrests in the back as well. So overall, this has been a great car for us. It's comfortable. It's got, I like lots of toys, and this thing is packed full of them, and I like that. My wife has taken it on some longer trips, and like, you know, 7, 8 to 12 hour drives, and it's been very comfortable, very reliable, and everyone that rides in it likes it too. So if you're looking for a good used car, check out the 2014 Lincoln MKS. Thanks for watching.
Okay, and my favorite thing is the design thing on this car. I love that split wing grille. It just looks like two wings and the car is going to take flight. I like that a lot. That is my favorite thing.
All right, so my very, very, very favorite thing amongst many things are the massaging seats in this car. Never had a car with massaging seats. Didn't even know it had it when I bought it. That's because my wife bought it and brought it home. So, front button here massages the seat cushion. The back button here massages your back, and it's absolutely delightful. My favorite thing.
Distance,
And just so you know, before the whole virus thing, I've asked him to keep at least 10 feet away from me anyway.
But
really? Tell us about those higher speeds, Nathan.
Well, between 95 and 110.
You've heard.
Yeah, I've heard.
You've been
yes,
told.
I've heard. I didn't do that.